Hey, my name's Alec Catino, and welcome to Picking Brains. Right now, we're about to talk to my homie, Basim Parker. Enjoy. Yeah, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Man, tell me your story, man. Where did this all begin? What did the story of Basim Parker start?
Started in Newark, New Jersey, man. That's where I'm from.
Yeah?
Yeah. New Jersey, and then I moved to Pennsylvania when I was, I think, 11. And then from PA, moved down to Atlanta. Now we're here.
Why ATL?
Change of pace, the weather, you know.
Was it too fast or too slow up north?
Too slow, man. It was not for me, man. I've been there for 15 years or so, plus more. You know, the weather sucked. There's no, for me, it was like no real growth that I can, achieve. When I came down here, it's like night and day difference.
Damn, what's growth for you then? Because I feel like the Northeast is just like the place to be if you want to grow professionally, I guess. But subjective at the end of the day, of course.
Yeah, I feel like, Northeast, for me personally, I think is more like corporate jobs. You know what I mean? And that's not for me. Down here is more entrepreneurial spirit, especially in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And like when I was a kid, I even knew that working a regular job wasn't for me. I was like I'm very creative, you know. I've started multiple businesses and
Like what?
I owned a gym before.
No shit, really?
Yeah, owned a gym. Me and my brother-in-law owned a gym. Fucking went all in, and it worked out, and then it didn't work out. You know what I mean?
What would you learn from that though?
Fucking everything. Finances, business finances, contracts. Contracts are definitely important. I don't know, it's part of life, live and learn, you grow. That kind of set me up to where I'm at right now. So.
Where are you at right now? Excluding the material stuff.
Yeah, material stuff don't matter. Fuck that. Mentally, I am in a good headspace, just doing what I like, which is starting businesses and seeing the progression of my dreams come true, So I started this clothing brand called ADR, which is very new. I started a detailing company back in 2015, and that's grown like tremendously over the years. And I don't know, it's just about progression, man. About progression, and whatever like I have in my mind, I can legit make it come to life. It's gonna take time, but it'll come to life.
You design the reality you desire.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah,
100%, man.
How do you design it in your head? Like, how do you visualize this stuff? Like, what do you do that helps you? Like, do you meditate? Do you just like sit back and go for walks?
Dude, so I meditate daily. I wake up in the morning, do my daily routine, and sit on the couch, quietness, and meditate for like 10-15 minutes each day. I try to each day. And it gives me clarity, I also write down things I want to do. Like I'm a big manifester, huge manifester, dude. I use my phone, my notes in my phone, you know what I mean, to write down all the things that I want to do and achieve in life, And like I'm a very simple person. And dude, like I use social media also as an outlet. Once again, it could be like a gift and a curse,
Yeah.
But for me, it's been a gift, I use other people's stories to motivate me, you know what I mean? And dude, it's the greatest thing. Like other people inspire me. I don't have a specific person, but if you're doing good and you're on the right path, you inspire me. You know what I mean? No matter how big or little you are on the food chain or whatever, if you're doing something good and positive and it inspires me, dude, you're doing good. You know what I mean? So I can learn from you. So life's all about learning and progression, man.
That's dope.
That's
cool. Like, do you think that brings you the most joy out of anything in life is learning?
Yes, it really does. Learning and traveling and, you know, cars and stuff like that. But learning, it opens up your mind, you know. Audiobooks, reading, like, knowledge is like power. With knowledge, you can do anything. You know what I mean? And obviously, when I was a kid, I went to school, like community college, but it wasn't for me because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as I got older, I started to figure out I can do anything I want to do. You know what I mean? And you have to learn. You have to learn different avenues, you know, to get what you want. So, yeah.
What do you want in the end? Like, what in the end of, like, when you're first going into something, like, for instance, like ADR, like your clothing brand, which is fire, by the way.
Yeah.
We're just shooting some shit for it.
Definitely.
And man, like, what's like envision for something like that outside of, you know, obviously being a successful business, but like, what do you want to gain from it, like, internally? Like,
it's gonna sound like cliche, but I want to, like, inspire others. You know what I mean? I want to inspire others to do something that they love, you know. And it could be something big or something small, you know. You want to start your own clothing brand, or you want to be the next a great artist, you know what I mean? I just want to inspire, you know, and also enjoy what I do, you know. Start something that I never thought I could do. That's the fun part right there. Starting from scratch and building something up, you know. That's like the best thing ever. You can see the progression over the years or months or weeks or whatever, you know what I mean? So I always go back to it. Life's all about progression. You don't want to stay stagnant. You just want to be consistent and just grow, you know. So.
Well, through progression comes adversity. So, like, what's an extreme instance of adversity for you? Like, and how did you overcome it?
I mean, like, for me, like, it starts with, like, my childhood, you know. Being a kid, you think everything is normal the way, you know, you're raised and stuff like that. That's normal to you, you know. But as you get older, you look back, you're like, fuck, that wasn't right, or why didn't I learn how to do this, or why wasn't I taught how to do this? And then as you get older, you're like, all right, well, I don't like what I was taught when I was a kid, or, you know, let me change this, you know. So life is a challenge, you know. The challenge to change or want to learn how to change your old habits.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very difficult, you know. You have to want to do it, and I faced that over the last 5-6 years, and actually going to, you know, like therapy, that helps, dude. It really helps. It helps, like, on my everyday life, you know. Damn, I'm giving you all the sauce right now, dude. It's nuts,
man. Dude, this is the beauty of it, you know. It's just like people get to learn from this.
Yeah, like.
Do you see yourself as the better person in the end while you're going through it? Like, for instance, like, for me, like, if I'm going through some, like, wild shit in the moment, like, like, money's not coming in, but, like, I visualize the person that does have the money coming in, and it's just like, I don't know, just opportunity is flowing. Do you see yourself, like, utilizing that kind of visualization to, like, see that, like, you will come out better in the end in terms of, like, growing as a person?
Yeah, like, if you're consistent and you got a plan, like, you'll come out in the end. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be what you want to be.
Yeah.
You know? Don't get influenced by other people. That's what a lot of people do. Don't get influenced by what he's doing, what she's doing. Dude, just stay in your own lane and have a goal, have a plan, and you'll be fine. You know? And I feel like, well, like, today's day and age, you know, people want things, like, quick. You know what I mean? They don't want to enjoy the ride. They want, like, quick money or quick success or something like that. But with the quick money, quick success, you don't get the progression. You don't get the struggle of being here to getting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you lose like the appreciation of just like the journey, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's just sounds cliche, but like it's the truth, man. You know, it's just like if you have all the good right away, you'll never appreciate the rest.
Correct. 100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the time, dude. Like seriously.
Of course, man. Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Solid. It's always a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
it's always a pleasure.
Man, we're gonna reinitiate this. We were just talking about some good shit about just staying, you know, inspiring others through just what we do. Like, man, I was just telling you, man, like, I remember when I was shooting for Super Street, I would always just want to help people, man. Like, granted, like, the status of just, like, working with a brand that prestigious was just fucking nuts. Like, it was just, like, really early success. And, like, man, and honestly, like, after a while, I was just like, damn, man, like, I do this, but, like, I get more enjoyment out of, like, helping, like, younger kids, like, get their first future or something. Like, it was just so rewarding when I remember I helped this kid Jack and a few others, like, down here in the Southeast with just, like, putting them on, connecting them with, like, the Motor Trend team. And not every single one got a feature, but, like, like some of them did. I'm just, like, and I remember just, like, going through the features. I'm like, damn, dude, that's just, like, that's impactful, you know? Just, like, these people, like, just making them realize that, like, they have a shot, you know? It's not that they have a shot, but, like, that they can do it, you know? Like, because they already are.
Yep.
And, like, I don't know, man. That's just, like, that's what really matters. Like, we were just talking about, like, that's why we do what we do. Like, for instance, like, man, like, you just hired somebody on your team.
Yeah.
For your detailing business. And, like, man, what they're going to learn from that is just, like, priceless. But what you gain from it is also priceless because you're just, like, you're passing down intuition and knowledge.
Definitely. On,
like, how to work and how to move.
Yeah. Dude, that was challenging, by the way.
Yeah.
To hire someone for, you know, your business or whatever business, because I also learned this, like, we as, you know, owners or, you know, creators, we give 100% because it's ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when looking for someone else to hire to, you know, work with you, work for you, it's challenging to find someone to give 100%. So you got to keep in mind that that person isn't going to give 100% all the time. It may not give 100% at all. They may give 90 to 95%. And you have to be totally okay with that. And when I hired this guy, I had the mindset of, all right, he needs to do 100% all the time. And then I took a step back. I'm like, hold on a second. That's not right because he doesn't own the company.
Yeah.
You know? So you have to be okay with someone giving it 90 to 95%, but still doing a good job. You know what I mean? And he's doing a great job. You know, the guy I hired, he's doing a great job. 90 to 95%. He's solid. And I have no issues with him. He comes to work on time, does his job, and, you know, everyone likes him.
Yeah.
So I've learned that the last couple months, and I kind of put I don't want to say pride to the side, but I just kind of took a step back a little bit, you know what I mean, to let everything just happen. And when it's time to hire the next person, I think it'll be a more easier transition for me to hire someone, you know, because I'm not worried that they need to give 100%. You know what I mean? As long as they do like 90, 95, I'm cool with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it helps. Just, you gotta stay focused, man. Gotta stay focused and inspire.
Gotta stay locked in.
You gotta stay locked in, man. Gotta stay, man.
Gotta stay locked
in. Like we inspire people, dude. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, fuck the money, man. I mean, the money is cool.
The money will come. Don't get me wrong. Like, you do whatever you like doing, whether it's painting or whatever, dude. The money will come. Just enjoy the process, you know. And I'm living proof of that, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You
like,
know?
I understand, man. It takes one to know one.
Yeah. like, dude, I'll give you a quick example. I started my detail business, and this was kind of like before like social media like really hit, you know, before like Instagram was popular and Facebook and stuff like that. And dude, like first starting out, I was detailing like, you know, Hondas and Toyotas, normal cars, which is totally fine. But as you progress in your business or whatever, in your life, you start to transition to, I guess, like, say, higher end cars, different clientele and stuff like that. And the money will come. Like, in the beginning, the money was slow. I'm not gonna lie, it was very slow. And then, you know, as you progress on and you meet people, you do certain things, you learn, dude, the money will slowly come in.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's totally worth it, dude. Now, even with ADR, I haven't launched it yet, but when I do launch it, obviously I expect for it to be slow. And then as I learn as I go, the money will come in even more. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's a process.
Same with you, right? Like,
yeah. Still going through it in some ways. Like, it's just like every time I tap into a different industry, it's just like, you know, like, for instance, like working with aerospace, like, you know, like, I'll get like a huge project to begin with, and then like it'll be like, and then like it'll pick up. Well, it's simply because like I don't have like the infrastructure I do as if I were in the automotive industry or like lifestyle. So it's just like, it's cool. Like, it takes time, but like the more people I meet throughout time, the easier it will be to like just establish trust with these people in positions to actually make these projects come to fruition.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah,
that's it.
Precisely.
Like in automotive, you know shit like the back of your hand, right? Aerospace is going to take you a minute, but you're going to get it. You know what I mean? Same, you know, exact same thing. Detailing world, I fucking know like the back of my hand. E-commerce and clothing brand, it's a little shaky right now, but I'm asking questions. I know the right people to kind of guide me into what I want and what I need. You know what I mean? And it's gonna progress. I know.
There's no other option.
I know there's no other option. I'm all in, dude. I'm
like
fucking all in.
You work too hard for nothing not to happen. Like, I say that all the time, man. I'm like, I'd just be talking to my partner and we'll just be talking about the future in terms of like what her and I do, and just like we work too hard for like absolutely nothing not to happen. Like, it's just like it's not possible, dude. Like, it's just like
you're gonna learn something from it. You're gonna learn something from it.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like the financial aspect or just the mental aspect or even the physical aspect of just like both mental and physical, you know, two different things, but kind of the same in the world of business or just life. But like, you will learn something or gain something is a better word for it, I think, personally. Like, it's just whether it's like a hard lesson or a good lesson. You're going to learn. Like, you're going to learn. So
when I owned the gym, that was something that was a major business. You know what I mean? That was huge. And one thing I learned from that, well, a couple things I learned from that was the marketing aspect of a business, how to market yourself, how to use ads like Facebook and Google ads and stuff like that. And dude, it helped me with my next business, which was the detailing. You know, I know how to run ads. I know how to market myself like 100%. You know, I know how to be creative. You know, and that helped me so much. So that transitioned into something great. You know,
cool.
It was cool, man.
That's badass.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know about the gym. That's so interesting.
Oh yeah.
It was in Jersey?
No, it was here. So it was a franchise gym called Snap Fitness. Me and my brother-in-law bought it in I think 2018 or 2019. And it was in Lilburn, Georgia. Yeah, Lilburn, like Gwinnett County. Bought the franchise. We had no experience at all with owning a gym, but we were in the fitness industry. We worked out and stuff like that, and knew little about business. You know, but I don't want to say little about business, but we knew how to run a business. You know, and we bought the gym for dirt cheap. It had a very low member count base. I'm gonna say probably like 200-300 members.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit, man.
Listen to this. So that year that we had it, we grew it to like 800-900 members within a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So with the franchise, we were like the top franchise owners, I think in the Southeast, and for that franchise, for Snap Fitness. Yeah. Yep. And then we put it on the market because we had grew the business tremendously, and it was just like time to sell. So we sold it within a year. We sold it before COVID. Before COVID.
Damn, nice.
Yep.
Good call.
Yep.
Good call, man.
Mind you, we didn't even know COVID was happening. We sold it, I think November, December. No, we put it on the market like November, December, and someone bought it. I think like January, February.
Damn.
The following year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's still there.
Damn.
Yeah, it's still there. Yep. Well, yeah, that was a learning curve. Would I ever get back to the gym industry? Probably not.
Why?
It's just like, you try something once. Well, for me, I tried something once, and it's kind of just like left a bad taste in my mouth a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know.
It's like when I started, the door opened, and then once we're done, the door closed. Move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No need to go back to something.
No, probably not. No, I enjoy the workouts and just going on my own.
You enjoy doing it out of passion rather than profession.
Correct. Yeah, out of passion.
Yeah, for sure. I understand what you mean. Like, I've worked in a few different industries myself where I've experienced that, man. I'm just like, dude, like, definitely not. So like I get it. Like I've worked with like music industry quite a bit. On and off still today, just only for like really specific reasons. But like sometimes I'm always just reminded, like, just like, man, dog eat dog world, that's for sure. That's just like not how I do business at the end of the day. There's no need for it. I mean, granted, like, business is definitely a battlefield in its own way, but like, man, I'm definitely a person that believes in just like working together with people to achieve like a greater result. But then again, not everybody thinks that way, man.
That's true. Doors open and doors close.
Yeah.
In the detail aspect, I had a contract with a dealership where we would clean, detail their cars, new cars and used cars. I had a team of 7. I had 7 people working for me, and at the beginning everything was cool, everything was fine, and then dealerships, they change management like fucking clockwork.
Yeah, turnover rate's crazy.
It's insane. Sure. And then this new guy came in and asshole, 100% asshole. Man. Yeah. And pretty much long story short, he kicked us out with no what do you call it?
No notice.
No notice.
Yeah.
Yep. Like the day before, like 2 days before. Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking stand-up guy, stand-up guy. And then I think my wife or someone else asked me, hey, do you think you'd go back to like a dealership aspect? I was like, nah, that door's closed. It was too much of a headache, like I learned, made money, door closed, move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I understand what you mean, man. For sure. There's definitely things like, man, it's just, I get it, dude. Like, same thing happened with like Super Street. Not to that extent, but like, yeah, we all got the boot, man. Like, they closed the program down essentially, and like all of us just like were like, damn, like that sucks.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
Yeah, like all of us. We just got an email like randomly one day. Like it wasn't even like individual. Like it was just like we all got like just a huge group email. It was kind of like a whole company getting laid off,
Yeah.
And like the POC was just like, yeah, man, like it's done. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? That's I remember I literally just got back from Miami to shoot RMC Miami. Yeah. I was just doing his feature, and I'm like, dog, like this did not just happen, dude. Like this did not just happen. I spent like a week out there shooting with them, shooting so much stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember just like being so gassed because like I was so excited to share all this work, and like, man, I kind of just like it got featured, but just like not a true feature. It was just like Instagram posts, and I'm just like, damn, man, like it was just.
It could have been big.
Yeah, it was just like one of those things like could have, should have been, never was. I was just like, damn, man, I can't really can't expect anything out of anything or anybody.
Yeah.
Like it was just like one of those eye-opening moments. I'm like, damn, man, like.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yep, it hurt, man. It hurts. Like when the dealership, let us go, whatever. I wasn't really hurt. I was more hurt for, you know, the people working for me.
Yeah.
Because that was their jobs, you know.
Yeah.
That was that's how they support their families and whatnot, you know. And I told my wife, I was like, dude, I think I shed a tear a little bit just because dude, like, they don't have a job anymore, you know. And like, to let someone go without notice is like, that's like the worst thing you could do for someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, for sure. It's not easy, dude.
Yeah.
Because then they have to go through the whole process themselves.
Yeah.
Of finding somewhere new.
Like me telling someone, hey, I gotta let you go, even though you do a great job, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
That's exactly what happened with the Super Street thing, man. Like that's exactly how our POC felt. It was just like, damn, you guys kill it, but like, man, it's just, it is what it is. I'm like, it is. Well, overcome and adapt, you know.
Yeah. Doors open, doors close, and you got to move on.
Man, on that note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
This time. Solid.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you for watching. Actually, this time.
Yeah.
More to come.
It's been fun.
It's been great, man.
It's been great.
It's been great, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.